boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, ready?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around it and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, a run with Carter. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get ahead of the tight end candidate.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
On one, right?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on the defense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Carter to start the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away. He's got the connection to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A give up the middle to Carter. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his throw is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says,
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On second down, here's Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Quinnen Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack. Burrow, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. We're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Then it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, team it up there. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Burrow will throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the delay, and he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 22. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up third and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Burrow. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
After the sack, here's second and 11.
Gotta go.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
11 empty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 37 yards.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Carter straight ahead.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Here's a give to Carter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
On 2, ready?
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but
Passing clinic.
and time is running
Dominance.
out in this game.
Beat down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well